as I age and get older and get more information, I go back and look at some of the horrible contracts that I signed in music. Now that I have more understanding, I look at what that stuff means, when and where I was relinquishing ownership rights, residual rights, how we're paid. Like, none, it's not right. Like, I come in here and then think by the grace of God, I'm doing well and I'm doing great. But I'm doing well and I'm doing great from a new thing. Yeah. I have 17 years in music, and I'm only paid from, no, pump it up still, pumping it up. But my last album is what I'm paid 5 figures from. That bothers me. It bothers me when I look out there and the people that inspire me, like the people that really put their foot into this music shit, they didn't get their money from this shit. Like, that's odd. Like, damn, none of us? Like, all right, the one-hit wonder, they maybe didn't get it, but the nigga that built that didn't get it? Wait, the nigga that made that didn't get it? Wait, nah, this shit is fucked up all around the board. And I only stop coming in here screaming, hey, thinking everybody is passionate as me, because you start to realize, oh no, y'all are here voluntarily.
True, yeah.
Y'all are signing these papers and giving up rights for the little bit of money or a lot of bit of money that's being dangled in front of your face. And in music, just like in the actors, like in the actors and the writers shit that's going on, there's so many just regular people that make the business run. And you need some of them top dogs to jump in the fight. You need a few of them. But they have a union that has over 3,000, 5,000, however many people that they have now combined to say, hey, no, you're not going to treat us like this. In music, we're all our own brands. Everybody is an independent contractor for the most part. So you leveraging you, and they not looking at you like you somebody.
It's just much easier to create music at a reasonable professional level than it is TV or film. You could do that shit in your bedroom, literally. We've seen it.
I mean,
I disagree with that.
I disagree too. Today,
I disagree with that,
bro. We've actually seen them. Some certain films won awards and shit, and was made on a fucking iPhone. Like,
but that's not the
that's just not
I'm
the
just saying it's not the
standards
norm.
like it is in music. But because we stepped on our product, don't mean that we didn't start at the same spot. Music, the quality is now. I'm with you. The quality is niggas don't even give a fuck. But that's because they made it that way. Like, they made it, hey, low overhead, you make that in your room, we don't have to pay for this, and we can make the profit the same profit that we make. That's the fucking fight. That's the fight. Like, if we're okay with that, that is where the fight lies. The actor people are saying, yo, now that there's Netflix and
all the
Hulu,
all these streaming services,
these bodies of work sit in one place for an eternity, which means we've lost, like we already stated, DVD, VCR, residual,
advertising,
movie, ad. We've lost too much, and we're not getting paid from this, and this is where the business is going. So we have to fix the breakdown of a stream. Who's getting what from a stream? Same thing need to happen in music.
Facts, and we've talked about that with the way that they distribute music from, I think, Spotify and Apple specifically. I think Tidal does per artist as opposed, like, I hate to rehash it, but the way most people get paid, it's prorated, basically. Like, Drake gets 1 million views, 1 billion views, and we get 3 billion people listening on our app. Most of the money is going to Drake. Whereas if someone signs up and only listens to Joe Budden, he's going to get a sliver of the percentage, whereas that person's 1099 should go to Joe Budden. You understand what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
Yeah, we understand.
Yeah. And that's how it should go across the board with streaming, but it doesn't.
So it just bothers me that in music, everybody is all right with whatever bag they making, however they making it. Y'all going out to perform. Hey, just rolling down.
So
y'all
let me ask you a question,
still got your festival money.
I want to ask you a question. Do you think it's circumstantial, meaning like, do you blame the artists and the people as well, or do you feel like, because you hear the stories for years that some of these companies are taking advantage of people that don't have anything, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they dangle this in their face and they have no choice. Do you feel that way? Do you feel like
I don't feel like that. I don't feel like that because
but
this shit
hold
is.
on. Let me ask you a question.
Oh.
But what if they don't have the means of getting a great lawyer? What if they don't have the means or somebody teaching them, like, well, this little fucking shit that's written in the contract, you're basically signing your life over. Some people are in a fucked up position in life where they have no choice but to take the pro rate or the upfront money, which they don't think long term. What do you say to that, Joe?
Have at it. I say have at it. It starts at information.
Got it.
You can't even assume that you're making the best decision for yourself if you don't have all the information. And we don't have all the information. So yes, the person that has to strap his belt and there's no other way to do this, I have to get this from this, great. Hey, everybody here gets fucked at entry. We talking about the people that's out at the next step of that. Some of y'all got in, got y'all's, and that's it now, so we just gonna continue down that. We talking about the people that have amended the contract and amended the contract and amended the contract. We talking about these. That's what I'm talking about anyway.
It's an assault against like the middle class basically across the board in this country and probably the world.
True. But
Because in music, niggas say the pushback we always get is, oh, but how niggas gonna eat? And if that's the pushback, then we'll never be prepared to fight this war. It's mad at them not eating right now. Can't pay their rent. Can't buy groceries. It's mad at them leaning on community. Leaning on family and friends. Hey, we gotta hold hands right now.
they don't have a choice though.
This is the choice, is what I'm saying.
They don't.
They do have a choice. They could take their fucking ass back to work and everything stays the same. This is the tough part of the choice they made. They made the choice. This is what you're presenting? No. For the future of our business, no, we're not doing that. We take the stand today. That is the choice.
No, that you're right. But I'm saying that I think the alternative that they are given, like the two choices are, yo, look, stand and fight now or you will die. And I think that now their back is to the wall where they have no choice but to stand and fight. I think the alternative that they are being given is one where in 4, 5, 6, 7, maybe not even that, with the advancement and how quickly AI is taking off, you won't be around 7 years from now. These writers, AI is writing books for niggas in 5 days. AI is writing complete books in 5 days.
There's also some lawsuits coming in that direction too, by the way.
But I want to be clear because there's a lot of nuance here. I'm certain that in their bouts, they're not arguing for against all the capabilities of AI. So I'm certain that AI, where it's helpful, they would like it to be helpful. But there are instances.
That's the problem.
That's not a problem.
To me, that's the problem. Because what you're doing is you're leveraging convenience. And when you leverage convenience, it's a fine line between that. Like, yo, if you're a writer, right, and you let AI do the work for you, you being lazy and you letting AI get it off because it's convenient. Now when the higher ups see how convenient it is and now it makes you expendable, then you tight.
Well, there's the tricky thing with AI too, and we've talked about this a million times, so I don't want to beat it to death. There's actually a lawsuit now. I think Sarah Silverman is the biggest person that's on it, but they'll probably see more like that. The AI that exists now, ChatGPT in specific, is not really AI. What it's doing is just combing the web for what other people have already written. So everything, it's like sampling. They're basically sampling without clearing anything.
Or plagiarizing,
Yeah, they're sampling without clearing anything.
Gotcha.
Like that's not it. Like you can't just take people's shit and remix it and put it out and call it what it is. No, people need to be paid and credited for that.
I agree with that. I didn't know that that's what it was doing.
That's what AI,
some of that,
how it's operating
Because
currently.
my man and them be writing the books, and he and I was like, yo, I need...
Wait, who?
I'm not even putting his name out there, but we know him. But my man be writing books, and he was like, Ish, I wrote the book in 4 to 5 days. AI did it. And you just go in and you tweak what you like, boom, 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 and you put it out there. You got a damn near published book in 2-3 weeks that you did all yourself.
They're fighting to not be replaced in certain aspects by technology.
Yes.
I don't think they're not saying we're not down to work with in some areas.
Yeah.
But I mean, shout out to them. Good luck to them. I think it's really, really scary. And if I was them, I would be petrified. No bullshit. Like I got an off mic story I'll tell, but
Listen, most of the missions I go into, I go into as the underdog, and I know it's going to be an uphill battle. But I know if I don't fight this fight, then the people coming behind me are going to deal with this same stuff. So I just fight it.
And that's what I think happens in the music industry. I'm not in the industry, but I think what happens is people.
You are in the industry. I just read your article this morning. You just shared tips about. Oh,
asshole. Yo, I think that these guys are
nigga don't want to be no industry.
Yo,
what
dog.
industries are you in?
real estate and construction. Bitch ass nigga. Yo, I think that in the music industry, people pivot. Once they make some money, they pivot. They don't necessarily stay knee deep in the music industry. So I think that when you're an actor, there's actors that have been actors for 40 and 50 and 60 years. So because they are still there, they are fighting to make that circumstance better. Like if Jay-Z, Puff, Rihanna, you know, all of these people stayed in the music industry, they would be fighting toward a union or toward correcting and fixing the music industry the same way the actors have done. Because again, that's their lifelong career. Motherfuckers been Lawrence Fishburne was in Cornbread Earl and Me, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? As a kid.
Jay-Z has a union for artists.
Yeah, I heard.
It's called Rock Nation.
Come over here, you protect.
If you go over there,
you protect it.
Then
we got you.
I got you. But for the people that's not over there,
good luck.
That don't have access to a Rock Nation or
Attorney.
a Love Records or a Tyler Perry or any of the, there's only but so many Shondas and fucking Issa Rae's running around here.
True.
There's only but 5 to 10 maybe black people that had that. There's only but so many Will Packers running around. They have that greenlit power. And they have, and this is going on now in July. We are officially damn near halfway through the summer. We're halfway through the summer. That fall slate, that winter slate, y'all think it ain't nothing to watch now.
Hang it up.
Yeah, word.
Oh my God.
But
There's
also,
gonna be a lot of slow singing and flower brings. It's gonna be a lot of fucking.
Bro, they showed.
Thank God we know where they ovulate. They're gonna be doing a lot of fucking.
Bro,
better find something to do.
They showed, I believe it was ABC, and this was when the strike first happened. They showed ABC's projected fall schedule. It's all game shows and reality shows.
Dog, I'm watching the news.
That's it.
I'm watching the news this morning. They said 3 people canceled on them this morning.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
They was
Yeah,
tight.
because they can't make personal
We can't make no appearances.
Nothing. Listen.
Shit is affected out here.
TIFF is coming up, Toronto International Film Festival, Telluride, like the major Venice Film Festival, all done.
All the panels are finished.
Done.
All that-
These are massive.
They said Comic Con.
Yeah.
Forget about it.
Wow.
all
Oh,
the
yeah.
conventions
Sundance.
done.
Forget about it.
That's if it goes that long, but yeah, that's compromised. Even
Well,
just the planning.
They
The
project.
planning.
Yeah, you have
Yeah.
to plan
Right.
out on these things, and they
Yeah.
project this to last a few months.
Yeah.
If the actors just got in and they saying they are worlds apart,
Fam,
And
Yeah.
and the actors have a little bit more money to
That's-
withstand it.
No,
not
that's-
all. You're right.
They said the
You're right.
actors walked out of Christopher Nolan's new movie, Oppenheimer.
Yeah.
The premiere was Thursday, and the actors walked out.
Yeah.
At
Walked
the
off
premiere.
red carpets.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's
Yep.
it's a wrap.
The minute it happened, everybody moved.
Mobilized now.
I mean, there's 150,000 people, who are part of SAG. So these aren't small numbers. They are grinding this industry to a halt to show solidarity.
I like it.
I like it. I definitely
So
like it.
hopefully it doesn't last that
love it.
long, but they're at an impasse for sure right
I
now.
like it, and all of y'all in music is pussy.
Facts.
That's true.
Y'all are
facts.
pussy, yo. The blueprint be right in front of your face on how to get impact some shit
well, you
or
know-
affect change.
You know what, too? Like the fact that they already have the union, because I'm pretty sure there's some people in
That don't wanna fuck with each
Yeah,
other.
in the Hollywood industry that would like if they were able to. Hey, fuck this. We
They
going to
cross
work.
the lines.
I'm going back to work.
Yeah,
But
absolutely.
there's penalties for that. Like you're trying to create it in music, and they for them to even get involved in this picture or this show, you had to join this union. So this shit was set before you got
is
here.
true.
There is musicians
That's
unions.
where
They
the
still have
difference
juice.
Huh?
There is musicians unions. They still have juice like that.
Or they don't have the big names in it.
Man, a union with some juice got to start at somewhere.
For sure.
I agree.
Out of
gotta-
desperation.
I agree.
Out of desperation. Most unions came from a desperate
Yeah,
situation.
These
Most of
niggas
them.
ain't desperate in music.
That's it.
You need to get the juice. You need the big dogs, and the big dogs ain't desperate.
No, they ain't desperate. They scared in music. It's more than just that. They scared in music. That little quarantine pandemic learned you niggas good. I spoke to some of y'all. Y'all was petrified. Y'all voices was trembling. Like shit was real bad, and y'all didn't seem to know how to combat that?
Navigate.
Some of y'all never bounce back. Some of y'all are still down. Like my favorite restaurant over there in Astoria to get breakfast over there by Kaufman. Mad they closed. Some of my favorite spots closed down. Couldn't do it. Some other spots modified a thing or two. They did the right guy, took a pen and paper out, budget cuts, Sabors, Lolitas now. What?
Nigga, I know.
Shit.
I get it.
Hey, it's my man Fernando over there. He been there over 20 years.
But he had a little bit of enough money to weather the storm a little bit too. Some of these smaller restaurants are literally getting by month to month. So we don't have it. The 6 months of nothing, we finished.
Yo, I'm retired in music, but listen, I'll stand with y'all. Let me know when y'all want to do it, where y'all want to do it, who y'all want to be the head or heads, who sits on the board, where we got to march, who we got to write to, who we got to talk to, when we have to not release music, when we have to stand in solidarity. Let me know.
Podcast unions.
We all got each other's numbers. We keep talking about bullshit.
Podcast unions too.
Yeah, that too.
Same boat.
I put them all together just so we got some numbers. Just so we can have some numbers now.
Neutral button.